Hello and welcome. This is Abigail Barella with Sparkle and Shine Guidance. And today we are learning about feminine leadership, archetypes, and astrology for success. Now, this is a program that is near and dear to my heart. The the way it came through was really magical. It was right when the world was screeching to a halt, and this became a really important thing to explore and lean into. And what came through was something that is really magical. And as you'll see from the review, it's just phenomenal for transformation and success in your life. So your inner feminine is your truest leader. This is true for anyone, no matter your gender. We all have masculine and feminine within us. One of the universal laws is that the law of gender. We all have both these gender identities within us. And this is why so many people, right, are finding more fluidity within gender and within how they identify. And these two parts of us are really important to understand. So many people just think of the masculine as our drive and actions and making things happen in our world. However, where that drive is coming from is our feminine. And so she is the truest leader. And without understanding and honoring her, we can get really confused in our lives and start to think that, we can stifle and suppress and not integrate and be with her and just take the actions in our life and make things happen. But we all know that if we aren't understanding why we're making certain decisions in our lives, we can sabotage, we can create drama, we can create all of these things, because if we're not healing and working with our feminine, she's the true leader. So if she's feeling dishonored, if she's feeling like not a part of the discussion, then she can make things happen that aren't so pretty. So everything has a shadow. The feminine has been shoved into the shadow for way too long. And one of the reasons is that as a society, we have been scared of her. We think she's savage, she's wild, she's unpredictable. She's, I don't know, a lot of the stories around powerful feminine archetypes contain a lot of negativity and fear. So it's really important to understand that, to understand how important it is to bring all of these archetypes, the 13 archetypes of the feminine, together, and for understanding, for our healing, and then also, because each one lives inside of you, to know where there's triggering or where there's parts that need a little bit more care and tenderness. Okay, so the subconscious mind, we want to call it mind. I don't even feel like it's our mind. It's more than that. But our subconscious rules over 90% of our brain. And so when we talk about success in the world, we have to understand that if we're making decisions from a place of our wounding and our judgment and our fear, because we're not integrating and working with this feminine, the subconscious, we're going to create a lot of issues in our life. And so the place of the subconscious is what rules our dream time, our intuition, our instincts, right? And so it's really important to understand that when we work with those things, like through a program like this, and we go into the archetypes and the mythological understanding of where it lives within your own self, and we integrate that, we can come and show up in the world a lot clearer, a lot more concise. And one of the ways I talk about this is through feminine power, is understanding that power is just a condensed energy. And as a society, for everyone, no matter what, you've been taught to be scattered and have your energy kind of spread out, right? This is just something that we're seeing more and more in our world with the online and fast-paced things coming at us. Our attention, our presence, and our energy is scattered. So if we understand that power is just a condensation, a condensing of our energy, that's all power is, then we can understand why it's so important to do the inner work around which one of these archetypes, or where we're getting triggered, or where we're suppressing or pushing things away from us, and how that can impact us showing up less powerful, less clear. So the feminine leadership program is vital for really understanding this more and working with your own intuition, your own guidance, so that you can really move forward in your life. I don't think I need to go into how the feminine has been forced into silence, be into submission, held captive. I mean, still on social media, I'm still feeling the effects of the collective when it comes to feminine power. There's a lot of censorship still there. She's held the weight of the world in her womb, but this is not her. It never will be her. In her truest form, she is love, she is radiance, she is wisdom, she is miraculous, and she lives inside each and every one of us. So each and every one of us, when we do our work to bring her out of the shadow and bring her into the light, it has an impact on the collective. And so instead of looking at the outside world and telling the world who's to blame and who needs to move out of what country and what needs to happen, when we go within and we do the inner work and the integration work, that has more of an impact on the collective than we understand fully at this time. So one of the things that we do is working with these archetypes. Oh, I think I skipped a slide, but that's okay. Understanding who she is within you. She is the mother, she is the maiden, she is the crone, she is the alchemist, the sexual priestess, the siren, the shapeshifter, the queen, the muse, the healer, the destroyer, the innovator, and the passionista. And each one of these, even if you don't identify with, one of these archetypes, she's there somewhere. And the cool thing is that we can understand where your energy is getting murky or where your energy is not showing up clear by understanding which one of these archetypes triggers you, where you have a lot of judgment. So judgment is the armoring that we create when we're a little being, especially in the first 7 years of our life. We are operating from our feminine. And when things come up where we're judged or things are put on us, or there's, punishment or abuse or things that come up, that we create this judgment as a protection, as an armoring. Our masculine does this for us. Thank you, masculine, for protecting us. And the self-protection creates this shunning or this pushing away of the thing that we were being judged for. So we start to judge it in others. So you'll notice where your judgment is and where your work is by who you're judging in the external world, in your personal life, online, in any kind of sphere. You can understand where the integration is needing to come through, because our feminine is our truest leader. And if we are shunning a part of her, which is contained here, we are shunning some of our own power. And so understanding that and working with that is super powerful. And we can take it even a step further by working with each one of these archetypes in our astrological chart, which is what we do in this 3-month course together. Each week builds upon each other. You start to see it coming alive in your chart through Ceres, Artemis, Hecate or Hecate, Persephone, Black Moon Lilith, Sedna, Medusa, Juno, Hathor, Chariclo, Eris, Pallas Athena, and Vesta. And each one of these, in each one of the weeks, we dive deep into each one of these. It's just extremely nourishing and fulfilling to go into it even deeper. Things come through that you would never expect because we're working with the subconscious. We're working with your feminine. So things come through and there is space held in the group and by me throughout the week if you need to reach out, but especially in our group class, where if things come up, you can process and you can be with that. And each one of these triggers something different in each one of us because we come from different backgrounds. We have things in our childhood that come up, maybe ancestrally, maybe past lives. all sorts of things come through to be healed, because this program is about your healing and integration so that you can show up and lead from a successful, really clear place. So the 3-month journey together is 14 weeks. The first week is kind of like bringing it all together, coming in, and then we dive into each one of the 13 archetypes in the weeks that follow. This is really a magical container for not only just your own inner journey, but then also whoever's in the group with you. I only offer it a few times a year, sometimes even once a year. Um, I am starting one in September here in 2024, and then we'll see when the next one appears, whenever it feels right. And definitely stay tuned. So if you are seeing this somewhere on socials, definitely get on the mailing list so you know when it's being offered. I also do, for people who just really want it to be a personalized journey, I offer it as a self-paced journey. And that's something that you can start at any time. Reach out to me if you're interested in that. The group journey is so potent and so powerful for so many reasons. There's so much wounding around sisterhood, and the feminine leadership is really powerful to see the reflection of yourself in other women and in other people, and really see that, so much is a societal thing, it's a group thing, and to see that is really empowering for you to do your own inner work, because you see that no one's perfect, no one's got this figured out, we're all just on this journey together. And it's really helpful to see just different things coming through for different people. So here are some of the things that people have said about the past, taking this workshop, taking this course in the past. Over the 13 weeks of Abigail's feminine leadership training and the subsequent 9 months following, my life has completely shifted into a creative, heart-centered flow that is the result of self-awareness, attention, and curiosity that the course sparked. I've seen major increases in my sense of self-worth, ability to accept and cherish others and myself as is, and an overall love of the adventure and limitless possibilities of life. So gorgeous. I love it. And then someone else says, the Divine Feminine Leadership course was an incredible journey of exploring feminine archetypes in a historically masculine-dominated area of knowledge. I loved being able to understand and develop my own feminine leadership qualities by seeing how these archetypes are already alive within me. Abby does a beautiful job of guiding us through the historical and healing journey for each goddess, giving us practical and personalized tools to continue our work with. I still refer back to the worksheets in many of the videos today. Thank you for such an amazing experience. Thank you. Each one of the, of course, I know each one of these students, and it's just like so magical, really, this work, because it impacts us all. It's impacted me in my life. It's impacted whoever has taken the course, and it continues to. Learning about the Divine Feminine with Abigail was incredibly powerful and enriching. I love Abby's storytelling and the way she weaves mythological and magical into every day. Her insight gave me more access to my innate gifts by revealing elements of myself in my chart to help me and fully embody all that I am. Thank you, Abigail. Oh, thank you. Completing the Feminine Leadership Program was life-changing. It was so empowering to connect with each one of the archetypes and learn more about their energy and lessons as they appeared in the chart. I loved the weekly meditations. I had so many inner shifts and transformations in this program. And more than a program, Feminine Leadership creates a secret space and sanctuary that I would enter into for healing and transformation each week. I highly recommend this program. I agree. The thing that I hear more than anything else in this program is like when it starts to come to an end, when we get to like the 12th week, the 11th week, and we know it's wrapping up, all of us feeling this sadness of like, oh, I just want to stay in this energy. It is such a sanctuary, and it's a sanctuary for me as well. I feel so lucky and so fortunate to be able to share in this energy with you all. So I hope that you will consider joining this journey with me. If you have any questions about the journey, or you just want to share any pieces that spoke to you during this, you can leave a comment below or reach out to me. And yeah, like I said, make sure you're on the mailing list, and you can do so by going to abigailbarella.com. Okay, take care.